All right. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see y'all. Great to be back. It is Monday and brand new day of the month. So, hell yeah, let's do this. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's get our screen up here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, dude, let's get some music on. What's up, man? Let me grab some of that music. So boring without the music. All right, share screen. Let's see, boom. All right, should have some music going now. Okay. All right, so kind of a weird day in the SPY in futures. You can see I'm down $400. We actually got down $400 our very first trade of the day, and then we worked our way back to being down about 150, and then took one trade and got right back down there. So, number one, first plan of the day, we'll work our way out of that. So not that big a deal. We could do that pretty well, I'm sure. This thing down here. It looks like, just taking a look at the ES here, it looks like we actually dropped all the way back down to be below the VWAP. We're looking kind of bearish in terms of the indicators. We've got TTM is more on the bearish side. We've got our crossover here pointing downward. And yeah, so it's looking kind of on the bearish side, although we may get some small bounces here at the VWAP and maybe some choppiness. And that was one of the problems that I dealt with on Friday. And it actually, like, I just started a brand new evaluation on Friday, and we got caught up in that chop and lost most of our evaluation like really fast. So I was really kind of disappointed about that, especially because a lot of the evals I've gone pretty far into it before running into trouble. And I think that one of the things that I've really struggled with is trading through this chop. I think is something that I definitely should be doing less. So although this is looking kind of decent. Okay, so we made $50 back on that. Yep, there's that pop. So we traded in our eval earlier today, made a little bit of profit, and then on this candle here, it went long, and it pulled back on us, and on this pullback here was not so good. So I may end up switching over and changed out my evaluation style. I might go towards the 50K account. Something I've been kind of eyeing just because learning a little bit more how they work. It seems kind of appealing to me. I think the 50K account is actually a pretty dope deal because you get a $2,000 drawdown. And your profit target is 3,000. This is a little bit higher, but that $2,000 drawdown can help through the pullbacks. Because like if you look at that trade from earlier, it actually ended up working out. This one here. So we got in. I got in like right here, and it would have actually worked out. But even like through this pullback here, it would have ripped up and made a decent profit. But yeah, man. So the next evaluation I might go for the 50K one, and you can actually have multiple accounts. This one thing is really, really cool about Elite Trader Funnies. You can have multiple accounts that actually up your withdrawal limit. So they have a withdrawal limit once you get funded. Like the first month, it's like $1,000. Then it goes up from there and just keeps on going up and up until eventually it just becomes unlimited. But yeah, so that's one thing that's pretty cool about it. I already talked to them about it. Okay, so we've worked our way out of $200 out of that negative 400 that we were, so just kind of going back and forth and just grinding it up. I think that so a couple updates about the channel, by the way. We've been doing really well. We were at 1,100 views in the last 2 weeks, which is awesome. So let's see if I can pull these up here. These analytics. This is really cool. I'm really kind of proud of this, and the reason why I'm proud of this is because first off, well, we're putting in the effort, trying to make sure that we're providing real strong value to you guys. But let's go jump here. So we're up at 1.1K, 1,124 views in the last 28 days. This is super cool. I'm really pumped about this because I'm really I'm hoping that we can turn this into a really strong resource for people who want to get funded in futures, and not just that, but also because I'm hoping to share a little bit more of my life and all those things, and you guys just running those numbers up and helping us grow, that means a lot to me, and yeah, so I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate that, guys and gals, and everybody else who is watching. Okay, kind of a slow day today. All right, so made another 50 back on that. I think we could have got more actually out of that, but I think we should be going 3 ticks today. It's kind of a it's a little bit of a weird day, but there's pretty good movement. And yeah, all right. So we made 3 ticks on that. So now we're just down 75. So we worked our way out of that 400, that negative 400 there. Trying to get this dip by. Immediately down 4 ticks. I still think it's going to pull back up, and it did. So now we're actually flat on the day. So we worked our way out of that negative 400, and now we're back to flat. So that's awesome. So now we can actually, we have a clean slate here to work with. Try and grab this dip. Looking for 3 ticks. I might not get it just because I hope I don't have to cut this. TTM is nearing 0, but you can see it went red dot. This red dot here kind of indicates, hey, this might not be the best entry point. It indicates that some pullback action might be happening. And in all honesty, I probably should have got in right here around this pullback. Sitting down 150 after coming back from that being down 400, literally got exactly back at flat. And I'm looking for a little pop up here. If we get this crossover, we'll probably get that. It is incredibly hot here, so if you see me sweating or anything like that, that's why. It's pretty hot. Can't believe it's already this hot. It's like 7:30 in the morning. Okay, so we did get that pop back up, and so now we're up 75 on the day. Now up 150 on the day. That was a nice quick one. We're getting that crossover. For this one, I might go 1 tick. Look at that. Very nice bounce off the volume weighted average price. So we came down, tested this VWAP here, and coming back up. Okay, now we're up 175 on the day. This is actually a really great time to start trading right now. We're seeing this trend reversal. We had this pullback all the way to the volume average price, getting this bounce off of it. Just got a nice crossover. The TTM just happens. Really, really good entry points right here. Okay, we got that entry. A little bit of a better entry on that. We used the price ladder that time instead of the buy market, which I actually prefer to use. Like when I trade stocks, I pretty much exclusively just use this price ladder here. Got a bit of a pullback on this one, pullback candle. Down kind of big in this trade, but on the day down 75. sitting flat, down about $200 in this trade at the moment. I honestly I should have waited for this pullback and got the entry here, and then taken the rip up from that. So there's about 10 seconds left in this candle. So if the next candle, we'd be looking for a 1 minute candle to make a new high. So we'd be looking for a green candle in the next one that actually breaks above this wick. That would not only get us out of our trade with profit, but would indicate a higher run up. So we did get the crossover here. We do have TTM. So, and we are above the volume weighted average price. So we do have everything going in our favor in terms of the trend and in terms of indicators and in terms of upward momentum. So for bullish movement, this is looking really good. Still waiting on this, but now we're only down 50. And you saw we hit a max of being down like 225. So yeah. Come on now. Come on, you got this, my man. Let's do it. So how's everyone been doing? You know, it's been it was a nice weekend. Around here it was really hot. It was like 90 yesterday. All right, there we go. We finally got that. That definitely was not a great trade in my opinion. I should have actually either taken this pullback or waited for this 1 minute candle to make that new high. But you know, it still worked out. And the only reason why I held it was because of everything going on with the chart pattern. Entering another position right here, looking for another 3 ticks up. Still getting to know the ES. All right, so now we're up $325 in the day. Since I've been trading the ES, at least on my paper trading side, I've had extremely, really good results. I've not had a red day yet. And I think it's just because the ES moves much more like a stock to me than NQ. So I think that's something that matters. It does seem to respect the indicators better, in my opinion. And basic chart patterns like this 1 minute candle to make a new high just seem to work out easier and better on the ES for me. So that's something that I think that as we move forward with our evaluations, we'll likely be trading the ES more than the NQ. I don't even know if I'll end up going back to the NQ. I've been really liking trading the ES. I mean, now we're up 400. If you know, remember when we started this stream today, we were already down 400 on the day. So you know, came back and made some great profits. This one's taking longer to break. I'm just going to throw it at 1 tick and see if we can even get out at that. I definitely had an opportunity there. We did. There we go. We're at 425. Looks like we might be getting a pullback or at least some uncertainty. Got kind of this long U-shaped pattern here. I wouldn't be surprised if it pulled back to around the 9 EMA, the yellow line here, and then bounce off that, if we even get that. But let me pull this out here for the rest of the day. But we are nearing these highs of the day, so we may end up having a test of the highs. I really would not be surprised if we had a pullback here. Sorry if I move my chart around too much. This is literally how I tend to trade, because I want it like perfect every time for each individual trade. Okay, looks like we're not gonna get that pullback. Going long. Okay, so another 75. So now we're up $500 on the day. $500 on the day. That's a really, really nice day. You know, I mean, I really need to figure out how to translate what I'm doing here in paper trading over my evaluation, because that's been a real pain point. And I think that, like I said, I might go with the 50K evaluation just because I have a larger drawdown limit. Um, and they're pretty close to the same price to the static eval that I was doing. But I think like with the static eval, I think I just need to like go way slower than I do. And I don't know if that actually fits my trading style as much as I might want it to. Going long again. I think I'm going to go for one tick on this one. It's not seeing the movement that I wanted it to see. So we got out with that one tick. So now we're up 525 on the day. But yeah, just because there are times like, I get a little skittish in my evaluations because there's not a lot of room on that drawdown. So if I drop like $100 or something like that, like you saw, I was down $225. I would have cut that in an evaluation. And even though it actually ended up coming back and working out for us, and I only held that simply because it genuinely looked to me like it was going to come back. And there's been plenty of times in my evaluation where I thought to myself, hey, it looks like this is going to come back, but because the pullback might have been higher than I wanted it to be or bigger than I wanted it to be, to me, I was like, I got scared out of my position because I don't want to lose my evaluation. So I think it might make sense to go with something with a little bit more drawdown capability, at least for me, at least with my trading style. Okay, so it looks to me like, so this was a nice pullback here. This is now a question of, do we get a test of these highs here right around this level, this 4,100 or 4,140, I should say, or are we going to get a pullback, like a larger pullback than this? So very nice run up to here towards this test, but right now I'm going to sit back. A break over this red candle here would indicate a test of the highs, and it looks like we are going to get that. How much time left in this candle? Another 20 seconds. So I'm going to take a long here. Just looking for another test at the top of this wick. How's the music? Is the music loud enough for you guys? There we go. We got that trade. I think I'm just going to bump up the sound just slightly. That's a little better. Jumping back over. Okay, so we did get that break of that 1 minute candle to make that new high that I was talking about. Now we're on this retest of the highs. You can see this is the high from earlier. And we're kind of right here at this resistance line. It looks like it might just blow right past through that resistance though. We got a lot of momentum in this. TCM's looking strong. The 9 is even kind of far away from the 12. That indicates some really strong movement. We've got this 35 way down here away from this 12, and it's above the 26. So that's all indicating stronger momentum. Gonna take a long on this little pullback here. Zoom in a little bit, see the candles better. So now we're looking for another test of this resistance level. I think that we're going to break highs here. This is my guess. I don't know. I could be wrong. Currently sitting up $600 in the day. $675 now locked in on the day on the paper trade account. Like I said, I think that for the evaluation, we might try going with the 50K eval. That $2,000 drawdown limit is looking pretty good to me. Just because I've had a lot of circumstances where I thought to myself, I want to hold through this pullback, but if I get stopped out of my position or something like that, I might end up failing my evaluation and just losing profit. So not something that I want to do. Currently I have $700 a day. So we haven't had a day under $700 since we started trading the ES. So our first day was about 700. Then we had another day that was, our second day was like $1,850. It's absolutely crazy. And then our third day was like $750. Currently sitting up $700 a day. We did this in 20 minutes, and we started this stream being down $400. So technically, that's actually like $1,100 in profit. The 700 plus the 400 that we made back. Obviously, that's not in profit, but two things. Number one, obviously, it's a paper trading account. I'm very clear and upfront about that. And then the other thing is that we were down 400, so we had to work our way out of that hole. So up 775 now. We're getting 3 ticks over and over again. This is nice. I was trying 3 ticks last week, and every time I tried it, I would end up losing or getting close to a loss, making new highs on the ES today, at least right now. So we're at 41.44 on the day. Excuse me. Getting a pullback off these highs. And I think we're going to get another retest here. Going to go long. I could be wrong, and I may have to cut this. So I'm not even looking for the breakthrough the high. I'm just looking for the retest of, because we did get an entry kind of here on this pullback. There we go. Now we're up 850 on the day and getting another high. Continuing to rip. Okay. All right. Up 925. Almost at $1,000. Pretty badass. I mean, wow, this is it's incredible to me how different it is when you're trading paper versus trading the evaluation. I think it's because the stakes are a little bit more real. But I think that's part of it. I think that the other part of it too is that our drawdown is kind of low sometimes. So like for example, you saw me start this being down 400, and then the other thing to factor in too is the fees. I think it's really important because what makes us 25 here makes us 16.28 in an eval. So that difference of $8.72 over 50 trades or so, that's a difference of $436 in profit, and that's obviously really impactful because that would be cutting this 925 practically in half. So 925 minus 436 would be at 489, which would still be amazing, but that's still what it is. Taking a quick short here, probably shouldn't have done that, but was looking for just a drop down on that pullback. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up at a 1 tick, see if that's even possible. I might need to cut this one. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that. Time 20 seconds on this. Cutting that. $100 loss there. Just goes to show shouldn't trade against trend, which I did. But with it just making high after high, and okay, there's that pullback. This was actually what I was anticipating. That's why I went short. Wow. So that's how quickly it can change. We were at 925. Now we're down to 550. I should say up 550 on the day, but we're up 925. So we're up close to $1,000. We just lost 375 of that. That's how quickly it can change. And, I definitely should have held through that short there. Because this was actually what I was thinking was going to happen, which was the whole theory behind that short, was that we were going to get a little bit of a fall over, maybe a fall back to this resistance level. I should say at that point it would be support. But because we didn't get it, we ended up pushing up. I cut the trade, went long for trading against a trend. Then it did what I thought it was going to do. I was just a candle early. Showing some buyer support. Hit a doji on that. Gonna hang back. And I think it's really important. Like, it just kind of shows you don't always have to be taking a trade. It's actually pretty important. I think like if you're always taking a trade, like every minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, it can get you into trouble pretty quickly. So, we're still up that 925, and I want to maintain, or sorry, 520, 500 something. But I do want to maintain that. We've had a couple people pop in here to the stream. If you guys happen to pop in, I'd really appreciate it if you give us a like, give us a subscribe. All those things help grow the channel. It's actually really important for the channel growth. More important than you might think. So it helps us be able to get monetized, helps us be able to accept super chats, so that we can accept donations, and which all just go to contributing to the channel's growth. It goes to supporting my family. It goes to just basic stuff that we need in order to grow this channel. So those types of things are really, really helpful, and I appreciate if you guys are able to just like and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Plus you'll get notifications when we do go live, as well as you'll just be helping out a YouTuber who's trying to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. All that stuff matters. I really appreciate people who do take the time and like and subscribe to this channel. I really do. Honestly, personally, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you guys. Okay, so cut that one. Now we're up 350 on the day, from being up 925. Clearly, this whole section here, so we made that 925 going on this up, and then right here when the candles began to fall over, I did go short on this one, but I cut it because of that pop-up through the high, and it ended up doing exactly what we thought we would do and pulling back here. I was trying to get just a short on basically from here to here was the idea, and then we went long on this one here, and it's still reversing. So let's take a look at this on the 5. There we go, 5-minute chart. So this is kind of like a 5-minute pullback, which means that in a minute, 10 seconds or so is really what the deciding factor would be. So the next 5-minute candle, if it breaks over sort of like this area or this high here, is going to show continued rippage, I think. And yeah, I said rippage. I like that word myself. Is it even a word? I have no idea, but I don't really care. Kind of been hitting resistance right here. I think it'll break over though. Time 30 seconds to a new 5-minute candle. I've been streaming for about 27 minutes. Hanging. Got a couple likes. Appreciate you guys. Very much so. Okay. All right. New 5-minute candle should be forming right about now. There we go. Taking a long for this new 5. My thinking is that over the next 5 minutes that we get a rip over this high, and that's kind of the goal here. And we're looking to trade through this. Hopefully we can get ourselves back up close towards $1,000 on the day. There we go. All right. Buy market there. Gonna go for like a swing here. Gonna go for like 5 ticks. See if we can swing that. Would have been nice actually to go like a 5 tick right around here, the entrance, this new 5-minute candle, but about a 5 tick pullback. Taking a look at the 5. So this is what we want to see on the 5-minute chart. So we had this 5-minute pullback. Now we're getting sort of that, you can see right there, we wicked it. a retest of the highs, and I'm looking for a breakthrough the highs. Although it's pulling back more than I wanted to. Actually gave back a lot of my profit here just in the time that I was talking about that 5-minute candle. Wow, what a pullback. TTM is slowing down a bit. And now we officially went back to negative on the day. What a wild ride. Started off the stream negative 400, made ourselves back all the way to 925. Probably should have stopped trading right there. But I wanted to keep on trading because the stream was going. But I guess to be a good trader, you need to know when to let off the gas. I think that's very important. And I think that that's probably something I should have been thinking about. Still up near these highs, but this does kind of look more like a head and shoulders. Time 8:03. Cutting that trade down 75 on the day now. Whew, a lot of neck cracks there. We'll just see if it breaks underneath this support level. If it does, we might look to trade this on the short side. See some buyers coming in. Back to sells. Might have to scalp our way back. All right, made $100 back on that one. So now up 25 on the day. How many breads? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't typically get more than 5. So should I add a quick button to just like choose tick size. It's kind of right there at this level where it's like doesn't know which direction it wants to go. You could easily see it ripping up right here, or ripping down. So you can easily see it going either way. So you can look at this. We have sort of this we had this 1 minute pullback, made new high. So this is like run 1, run 2, run 3. And this whole area is kind of consolidation. This could turn into a head and shoulders, which it hasn't yet, but it could, and follow its way back down to the volume weighted average price, or it could continue to rip if buyers come in and make that determination right here. It's looking to me like it's continuing downward, but we just got filled at the bottom of that wick just to see it come back up. I'm taking a quick short here. All right, up 125 on the day. What a wild ride. I mean, down 400 to being up 925 to being down basically again on the day to now being up 125. I don't even know what to say about it, but we're doing our best. If y'all are watching, I mean, feel free to take some time to comment and in the chat. Just let me know that you're here. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how you're doing today. Let me know if you're getting any value out of this type of stuff. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see this channel do. 4, 5, 6 red candles in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if we either bounce off this 35 or this 50. If we do get some bounces. Just zooming in here to the indicators. We're really, really close. Okay, so we actually just got a crossover to the bearish side, but because it's on this candle, it technically hasn't crossed over yet, so to speak. The crossover would actually be considered completed on the next candle. So, and I say that because if this particular candle happens to rip up, then these crossovers would be null and void. So this is happening right now at this moment, and that's why I'm zooming in here so you can see where that just took place. So the next candle here in about 20 seconds will really tell us what direction we're going to be going, at least for the short term. This does look like it's very close to a head and shoulders pattern, but not there yet. And that green candle is pretty strong, but it could just be shorts covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles, followed by one decently sized green one. Okay, so we got that new candle, and the indicator is showing downside momentum. I'm not going to, put too much faith in that yet, just because we're still kind of seeing this 35 act as support, almost like this 35 is support and the 9 is resistance. If this red breaks under this green, I think we'll see continued momentum to the downside. It's basically the exact same thing that you saw here, right here, where this 1 minute candle broke over this green broke over the red candle on that 1 minute, and that showed us that continued momentum. This is basically the exact thing. So if this red candle breaks under this green, we'll see continued momentum to the downside. It's the same exact strategy flipped on its head. So yeah, we got a couple of viewers. Feel free, please take the time, like and subscribe. Like I said, that stuff does really, really help. It makes a big difference in making our channel grow, helping our channel grow faster. Does make a really, really big difference. I really appreciate when y'all do. We'll also make some more videos, not just live streams, but we got a couple videos planned. So I don't know how long it'll take me to make them. Videos take a long time to not just record, but to also produce. So I don't know when those will be coming out, but we do have a couple of videos planned. We're looking at doing a review of some of the different softwares that you can use to trade futures. And we'll probably eventually look at some of the different programs that we can use to trade futures as well and earn funding. I'll drop this down to a single tick. And let's go long right here. There we go. At 25. Change that to a single tick. This is going to allow us to scalp through this chop here. So long as we can just be mindful of the trend, we should be okay. Going long at the moment. This almost looks like this is going to be a reversal, because you see what I was saying, that we were looking for that 1 minute candle to make a new low. I should say, just a low off the screen. If it could have broken this wick here, it would have given us downward momentum, but it didn't. It kind of bounced back up. So we may get another test here on that. Let's take a look at the 5. and take a quick comparison on the 5 there. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on our fourth candle, have all been red. So the last 3 5-minute candles have all been red. I'm not seeing any indication that this is going to be a head and shoulders yet, especially because of this sort of like U-shaped that we had here. We're almost just basically just running into this sort of support and resistance level that it had earlier, and we're just kind of in that area. So I'm actually a little bit more bullish on this, just looking at the 5-minute chart. Let me take a quick long there. We got that up 200 now. This almost just looks like consolidation to me. Going long. Got that up to 25. Whoops. What did we hit? Active trader. All right, going long again. Up to 50. Taking another long. Look for a break over this resistance here. Got it. Up to 75. Gonna pull back off that resistance level. Possible crossover. Like I said, I thought that this is actually consolidation in this area, not necessarily not a reversal, not a trend reversal. So to me, this looks more like consolidation. Okay, up 300. Got that one up 325. Still got this possible crossover. If we get it, I think we'll see a retest of the highs. I think I can go at least 2 ticks here. I was messing around with my bracket orders, and yeah, I could have got that 2 ticks. That's what I was trying to get, was this little pop. So we still got it, but I was messing around with my bracket orders and honestly kind of lost out on that trade. All right, going long again. All right, now up 425. Insane, man. Down 400, up 925, down 125, now up 425. It's just nuts, man. Something with 25s today, too. All right. Getting continued push up. 475 now. Got this U-shaped break. That's looking really nice. Little mini pullback here. Our next resistance level is this high. That's right around this area here. That's our next biggest resistance area. There's that pullback I just mentioned. That was happening. Seemed kind of evident on the chart. So now this is kind of a little waiting game for a minute. I think some people really are just kind of taking some profit off of this after they saw that big pullback, and before we get up near those highs. So if this pullback here gets bought up after all these shorts, although breaking down that far underneath that green candle, to me looks like we may be seeing that trend reversal begin to happen, or possibly an ABCD pattern. We won't really know until this looks like ABCD. So ABCD pattern is where let's see if I can have arrows. It's where it comes in like where you start with this high here, and then it comes down and gets that sort of finds support, which if you look at this support level, it's actually where this high was, or really close to it. And then you get sort of a come back up, and then a pullback, and then you would see from here, you would see it sort of go up like that direction, like it'd be like that, and then it would come up and test likely around these resistance levels. But that's not what's happening. So this looked like it could have been a ABCD, but this break under this 50 EMA here, this could actually show that we're actually seeing a trend reversal. And if I scroll in here, just get in real close, you can see that the 9, so this 35, this blue line here, is actually crossing over the 9 EMA, and the 12 is the cyan line, is currently above the 9. That's indicating movement downward. If this 35 crosses past this 9 and this 12, it's going to indicate even more momentum to the downside. Also, it dropping below this green, this 50 EMA, is pretty imperative as well, because that's also showing that if this 50 didn't act as support, that's showing more like we're moving toward the downside on this one too. We're still above volume weighted average price, so we're still in bullish territory. But the chart pattern is more looking like a head and shoulders. The TTM is also on the red side, so that also indicates more downward pressure. I'm going to take a quick short here, see if we can get 2 ticks on the short. We got it. We're up 525 on the day. So, all right. So we've been trading now for about 46 minutes, and in that time, it was quite a wild ride. In that time, we were able to be up 500 and currently in a trade. Let me show my screen. Currently flat on this trade at the moment. All right, there we got it, 575. So yeah, so up 575 in about 45 minutes, after being up 925, down 400, down 125. So just all over the place today in my trading. Excuse me. So kind of a slow day though. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up, but also too, we have a promo code now on Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is really awesome. This is the program that I've been using to work on getting funded using their evaluated funded accounts. And we actually have a promotional code now that you guys can use to get their best deal. Currently, I believe it's 35% off, but it does vary. It's whatever the best deal is that they're offering at that exact time. You guys can take advantage of it. It's just JS Best. So JS Best. And you guys can take advantage of 10K eval, 25, 50K, but you'll actually get lifetime price off. You'll actually get, I believe it's 35% off on this for life. So as your monthly billing happens and whatnot, you're actually getting that discount forever, which is awesome. I'm looking at potentially going towards a 50K evaluation because there's a max drawdown of $2,000 that'll allow me to hold through some of those pullbacks that happen sometimes in my trading with a profit target of $3,000, which is pretty easy to hit. With this one, you can do 8 minis, 8 micros, 8 small. So you can do basically take 8 positions. I never tend to take more than 2 positions at a time. I usually take 2 contracts. Currently, the evaluation that we're currently doing is the static drawdown evaluation. One thing I really like about this is that your drawdown is just a flat $625. It's really easy to understand. On the 50K evaluation, the max drawdown being at $2,000, if we still see more details here, you can see, so it's a trailing drawdown. So basically, as you earn profit, it continues to rise up with you. So you can never necessarily lose more than $2,000 at a time. However, once you hit your profit target plus $100, this is really cool. Once you hit your profit target, once 100 plus $100, and your profit target is 3,000. Once you hit that, it'll actually kind of stay the same here. And so once you're funded, um, your trailing drawdown, once you've hit it, it'll just stay where it's at and you can just grow from there. So I think that's really cool about it. As you're in the evaluation, though, the trailing drawdown is a flat $2,000. So once you get approved and hit your $3,000 in profit, that's when your trailing drawdown can actually become kind of static. So I think that's one thing that's really, really awesome about these evaluations. Like I said, you can use promo code JSBEST, and that'll allow you to actually get a lifetime discount on any of these evaluations that you might decide to go with in order to earn funding in your futures trading journey. I would be here to help you along. Y'all can hit me up on Discord. It's just Joel Straight, really easy to find. And if you do hit me up on Discord, maybe I'll start throwing my Discord link in here. Let me know if you guys would actually want to see us start a Discord channel or potentially like a Facebook group or something like that. Just let me know where you guys are at and where you would actually want to have some sort of communication outside of the stream so that we can actually talk about everyone getting funded and we can help other people get funded. So, but yeah, guys, with all that said, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up to the stream. Thanks again. Check out Elite Trader Funding. Use it to get funded in the futures market and take advantage of that JS Best promo. That's JSBEST. And y'all can use that to get a lifetime discount at Elite Trader Funding. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream right here at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 market time. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Peace.